I never thought that I was going to make a video about this, but I have to talk about this movie. It's called Vivarium. Uh, the cast is Jesse Eisenberg, Imogen Poots. Basically, Jesse Eisenberg, you've seen him in The Social Network, and you've also seen him in, what was it called? Now You See Me? The one with the magicians and stuff. And then Imogen Poots, I remember her from Need for Speed. Love these two actors. Stellar performance from both of them. And then there's Sinan Jennings and Iana Hardwick. I think that's her name. I've never actually seen any of their movies. But anyway, so I woke up maybe 3 hours ago. And my younger brother was watching Vivarium. It was on TV. So I was like, well, I just woke up. I might as well watch it. I mean, it looks pretty interesting. What a mindfuck. I mean, 3 hours later, and I still can't get that feeling out of my brain. Now, this is supposed to be a sci-fi mystery. I believe it's an indie horror film. And it's not the basic horror of, oh, jump scare, or, oh, I'm being chased. Not that kind of helplessness. This is a movie where it took the suburban trope of, like, every white family's dream of living in the suburbs, starting a family, finding a home that looks like basically every other home. Which I don't like that concept. Because I don't want a home that looks just like every other home. Basically, this movie is about Tom and Gemma, and they're a young couple that's looking for a new home, and they meet this guy Martin. So Martin basically goes like, well, I basically know the perfect place. So he brings them to this area where this suburb where every house is like everyone else. Now, there were no people in that suburb that I remember. So that should have been a clear sign that, this guy's probably gonna kill us. That's what I would be thinking. No, they were like, okay, well, we'll go into this house number 9, and they're like, I'm not really liking the place, so we'll leave. So they're gonna leave. You guys ever heard of Groundhog Day? That's basically what this is, where they're stuck. It's like you got Silent Hill, Groundhog Day, suburbs, and the complete sense of hopelessness. Now, how do you put that into words? Imagine burning down a house, or destroying a lawn, or doing whatever you can to find a landmark or something, just to know you're not traveling around in circles. Imagine if every time you did that, everything went back to normal. It's as though you never did anything. There was even a part where it actually showed in the trailer, where Jesse Eisenberg's character, decided to climb one of the houses to see if he can see beyond. And what he saw was just houses upon houses upon houses upon houses of the same one. No matter where they went, when they would look, it was house number 9. And it was... The movie's creepy, but it's unsettling. That's the thing that I hated the most about this movie. Because then there's a part with the little boy. It doesn't have a name. They legit call him It. And this thing has no emotions, no thoughts of its own. It's as though whatever frustration they had with each other, what was going on, it would voice it out. And then the scream that it did, oh my god. I cannot get over that scream. That it if it wanted something, if it was hurt, it would do this scream. And it wasn't like, that pure ear piercing shrill. It was this very high pitched scream that is probably the most creepiest sound and most annoying sound put together. And the face that it did, oh my goodness, Please to say, I hated and loved this movie at the same time. Then there was the background music. I mean, I've heard a lot of creepy sounds. I'm genuinely a wuss when it comes to stuff like that. But this music, if you guys ever heard of the Lavender Town Syndrome, basically it's a melody or a series of melodies that play over and over and over. And it's calming but yet very ominous, very disturbing. That's what it reminded me of. My younger brother was saying like, oh, it's Minecraft, because there were parts of it that kind of remind you of the game Minecraft. But no. It was literal hell. Yeah, I don't know how you guys perceive hell, but I don't think of, a fiery place of demons and stuff like that. I believe it is an endless torture that no matter what you do, everything resets back to square one. It actually reminds me of this one Greek tale I used to read. What was it? Greek dude who pushes boulder. Pushes rock uphill. Yeah. Sisyphus. The story of Sisyphus is basically he was punished by the god Zeus, and he's supposed to roll a boulder up the hill for eternity. And one of the things about Sisyphus, especially from BoJack Horseman, was, yeah, it's repetitive, but it gets easier. In Vivarium, no. If you guys actually look for what Vivarium means, it's a research center. It's a controlled environment where you do research. You control every aspect of it to learn about a certain species, certain thing, how they would respond, stimulus, all that stuff. It's basically conditioning. And that's what the movie is about. So it's a conditioning where you see, I mean, like I said, stellar performance out of Imogen and Jesse. The slow descent that they went through from boredom to hysteria to madness. It was breathtaking to watch. And I know not a lot of people will actually enjoy this movie because they're going to go like, oh, what's the point of it? Oh, it was really boring, blah, blah, blah. But it's not there to entertain. It's there to unsettle you. It doesn't cause chills down your spine. It fucks with your brain. And if you have not seen this movie, I honestly don't think you should watch this during the quarantine. It's not a good idea to watch this during the quarantine. But if you're willing to, try watching this movie. I mean, hats off to Jesse and Imogen and the kid and the actors and actresses. My goodness, it was just absolutely unsettling. I don't know how many times I've said that, but that's all I can say about this movie. It fucks you up. Well, enjoy.